Hello everyone, this is Oyanan. Today I'm going to introduce my internship at Shinsei. There are 9 parts in my presentation. I would like to begin with a executive summary. Essentially, I currently work as a data analyst intern in Shinsei. This company is located at Robinson Road near the Tanjung Park MRT station. This company focuses on the free trade sector, so that this internship is a good opportunity to get me involved in the sector and practice my in-class knowledge into the real world scenario. My work role is about data extraction and visualization by MS SQL Server and Power BI respectively. My mentor and colleagues are very nice and patient to answer all of my questions. I'm very happy to work with them. Yeah. During the first month of my internship, I spent nearly half of my working hours familiarizing with the work pipelines, business logic, and regulation inside Shinsei, especially the business logic applied to the circle queries drafting and dashboard building. Only if I fully understand the logic embedded in our product, I can draft qualified query to fetch the correct data that meets the acceptance criteria and then visualize them to add value on our product. After the first month of onboarding, I began to work from home for some weekdays of a week. My mentor is a senior product manager. His experience at both front end and back end and developing and the product operation. Also, all of my business logic knowledge is told by him. Then let me show you some more details about Shinsei. Shinsei is a company working on transforming manual processes into the digital workflows and enabling the realization of full value in every trade. There are 2 parts, 2 products created by Shinsei. One is Recap Manager 2099, and the other one is Intelligent Contract Platform. Essentially, ICP is the upgrade one based on the ARM 2099. This platform features its configurable setting. Each free company has their own workflows in our system, so the system is customized. Our company also provides the add value service. The client data visualization report is to keep existing clients and attract potential clients. Sometimes some lovely colleagues bring snacks like muffin, cookies, and share with us. The right picture is my desk. There are 2 monitors in my desk to display my work items. Very convenient. Yeah. Let's move to the problem statement. As for the data extraction, the biggest challenges, I'm familiar with the database schema. Before this internship, I only practiced the standard database schema, which is constructed by professor. This database is the data is arranged by rows. It's quite straightforward. While as for the real world schema, our data is stored by rows. There are 2 fields storing the data points and its corresponding values, which are name and value. Specifically, the different data points are put in the name field and their value distributed in the value field. That if I would like to fetch a data point, I should match the data point name. However, there's a point problem, as the actions performed by users would be recorded by system, and these actions essentially is a process step record in database. The process steps are also stored by name, and there are many process steps in same name. For example, there are multiple steps named approval in a contract, but it's in different status. So how to identify the different approval steps? There are another attribute, the type works for identifying different steps with same process name. But there are more than 30 types in the database. each type applies to different scenarios. So the biggest challenge is I'm unfamiliar with the workflows in the platform, as well as the free trade. Even if I knew which type stands for what, I still don't know how to decide which part of workflows can be linked to this type. As for the data visualization, the biggest challenge is still the business logic. Visualization dashboard are designed to present what will be of value for our clients. The management team also gave me some insightful and useful suggestions. They told me the sketches in their minds. The sketches are definitely concise and powerful to visualize this data, but there is a gap between their imagination, their sketches in mind, and the reality. There are no such existing visual templates or formats to shape the information. Otherwise, I developed this visuals by myself. So how I deal with these problems? As for the business logic, sometimes I was confused about by some column definition in the workflow so that I cannot fetch the correct data for business. At first, I made some guess. Then I go back to the user interface, the system page, and I make some changes on this page. Then I go back to the database to see the corresponding changes. Finally, I can verify my guess. Leveraging on the multiple trials, I also get familiar with our platform structure and business logic. Also, the way I discovered errors in SQL query is quite straightforward. First, the database reports errors directly. Otherwise, if the runtime is too long, I would immediately stop the query and start exploring errors. The most common mistakes are joining some unnecessary tables, missing necessary join pairs, or missing some field conditions. In this case, I would first quickly check whether I link some unnecessary tables and then comment the subqueries in complex structure and test the runtime again. This method is a bit like leave one out evaluation method in machine learning. I leave one or several subqueries out and test the runtime again and again. It's quite straightforward that my data source is from internal database. Qinsei has separate database for each client. So most of database are equipped with the same schema. The data points are fetched from the contract created in our platforms. The value of these data points are input by users. Another data source is from the human resource management software. The employee's timekeeping data is retrieved from the software and used for building visualization dashboards via Power BI. Also, sometimes I generate dummy data sets for sales. It is to avoid the sensitive information about our clients to be disclosed. As for the techniques analysis, I would like to mention two parts. One is deduplication in fetching data by SQL query. The most common way is the distinct function, but it only works for one attribute. So when we can use the max function to keep the latest record in the data and type data. Also, if we use the multiplier function, we can use the top one statement to ensure the record unique. I found in our company's database, which the data is arranged by rows, the multiply function is truly more efficient than left join. Sometimes I open the stored procedure to learn some concise but powerful statements. Also, it also gives me many inspirations. My role in Qinsei is much more close to a business intelligence analyst rather than data scientist. Through this internship, I found the BI role is quite a good fit for me. I already improved my SQL skill. I plan to learn some Windows functions to enlarge my skill sets in the future. Besides, I have got some basic concepts of building visuals in Power BI, and now I'm going to learn some more details about the advanced operation in Power BI, such as managing data sets in Power BI, creating filters by specifying different conditions, etc. Thanks for your listening. I would like to give some special thanks to all of people who have helped me, especially the MSBA program arranged such a good module for me and provided shuttle bus for me to juggle work and study. Also, my supervisor, Mr. Combe, and my mentor, Max, gave me many useful and insightful suggestions. Many thanks. That's all. Thank you.